All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the true power with General Sarasu said he kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Sarasu Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page, two powerhouses of Black Power information. Most definitely, you should subscribe to both right now. Don't you wait. If you're on General Seti, subscribe. If you're on Sarah Student Seti, subscribe right now. Don't goddamn wait. Get a video a thumbs up right now because it's always gonna be fire. We got memberships for both pages right there in the link in the video description, right there in the chat. All you have to do is click it. You'll get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor accessories for every room in the house. I got some fire for your family. I got some fire for you. I want you to get on over there, check out the catalog, get you something nice, get you a discount, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University. We talking about over 2,500. I'm about to stack up. I'm about to stack up on some more fire. I want you to just have an endless amount of information that you could go to that gonna wake you up down through the years. You talking about enough videos where you can watch about 2 videos a day for damn near 3 years and never watch the same video twice. And they all fire. You can just keep watching. Pick up to watch the next 2 videos and watch every day for 3 goddamn years, over 3 years. And won't and it's all fire. This is what you need. This is what you need, family, because once you come up out of that, guarantee you're gonna be, you're gonna be more, you're gonna be a on the level of a goddamn master. Shit. In today's world, you be a goddamn master. And that's what you got the elders there, documentaries and lectures. And so you already know there's no greater website on the planet than generalseti.com, SETI University family. Become a member today. And everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon. The popping his page on Patreon. Everybody knows SETI Live is lit. That's the biggest perk. You get a chance to see the general go live. If it's uploaded, that's because it was already a live stream. But you get an opportunity to see all the presentations live for the first time, and that's the biggest perk. That's the old school SETI visuals, a lecture format. If that's what you want, come and get it because we got it. Over 500 exclusive live streams, not to be seen any place other than Patreon. Become a patron today. To all the family that donated to the general, thank you. To all the family that would like to donate to the hardworking general, the link right there on the screen is in the chat, is in the video description. All you have to do is click it, donate. I thank you. I appreciate you, and I thank you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarah Student Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share with your family and friends. And comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Is MAGA hate groups coordinating with Islamic terrorists? See, and so I seen another somebody had been in the chat talking about no, he's not MAGA, and yeah. You see, what's MAGA? Make America Great Again. And so he was out of that frame of reference. This guy Matthew Livelsberger. You see, Livelsberger. Yes, he was. He was he was a gun ho American. They say this motherfucker thought he was Rambo. Yeah, he thought he was Rambo, but this motherfucker was very skilled in making bombs and all type of shit. You see, he had been trained, and so He was he was special forces. He was a Green Beret. So he had exceptional training above and beyond the average soldier. So you had to be in special operations to get that type of training. And so, his family say he loved Trump. He was a Rambo, gun, American, how they love their guns, and he got his training. He's a Rambo type. So yes, he is. He's out of that frame of thinking. That's a goddamn lie. He's out of that frame of thinking. Nah, imagine that. Green Beret, special operations. And they saying, and the other guy, Jabbar. You see, old Jabbar, he was I don't think he was no Green Beret. I don't think he was Green Beret, but I can't say that he wasn't into in intel. I had to see. I had to see if he was into intel. Let me see something. Okay, there you go. Okay. Yeah, Shamsud Din Jabbar. Yeah, he was also a veteran, a military veteran. And so and that's crazy, and that they would have these two attacks on damn near the same day, hours apart. They would have, and that the vehicles was rented from the same company, Toro. I believe it was Toro, and that they both had electric vehicles. Now that could just be a coincidence that two military veterans would have terrorist attack in the one in Las Vegas. That's a terrorist attack, man. Anytime you move into to the population, you go into population to pull off some shit like that, that's a terrorist attack. Period. Homegrown, uh uh, you know, immigrant, migrant terrorists, whatever. You see, that's a terrorist attack. And so they saying that there's some similarities in that. And so is it a possibility? And they looking at it as it very well may be a possibility. It very well may be a possibility that, a crusader and a jihadist, pull some shit off on the same day. Now from my understanding, I don't know if both of them very well might have had I believe some relationship issues. This guy, Shamsud Dan Jabbar, said they were saying that he was going to kill his own family first. But he said that wouldn't have been big enough. That wouldn't have been. I said, well, goddamn, well, what the fuck is he? The motherfucker that crazy to kill his own goddamn. What the fuck is wrong with him? What the hell going on with him that he would do some shit like that? And so this other guy, Livelsberger, he's supposedly having some type of situation and shit with his, he was, I guess, a relationship issue or this, that, and the third. So these motherfuckers get weak. They always find these weak motherfuckers that, fall down, under, shit, stand up, motherfucker. Find you something else, if you go at the man, go at the man. If you get mad, you go at the man. I don't believe it's bigger than just a motherfucker mad at it. He done broke up with some goddamn body. What the fuck you gonna go blow somebody? You gonna go to Trump? What the fuck he got to do? What Trump got to do with it? What Elon Musk would have to do with some shit like this? This is bigger than they saying. Oh, they would have some relationship. That man, get the fuck out of here. Motherfucker, why if that's the case, then why would they go attack Trump and blow up innocent people. What the fuck? What the fuck they got to do with that shit? So that's just like, you know, they trying to find a reason not to tell the truth. They don't want the people to know how deep this shit might be. Yeah, they don't want you to know how deep this rabbit hole might go. And you know, and the alliances that are forming just to deal with this deep state, you know, motherfuckers that's in power. That, you know, many you know, alliances that you would never think would come together are not coming together. You know, alliances, people got to understand when you think about World War II, Russia and the United States was allies. You see? See, now today you know, they the biggest, you know, they the biggest enemies. But in World War II, United States and Russia were allies. You see? In World War II, Japan and United States was the biggest enemies. Japan was bombing the shit out of United States. Now, United States and Japan is close partners and very well might be the closest. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit, Japan's allegiance with the United States very well might be closer than goddamn Great Britain. Might be closer than goddamn Great Britain. And so you don't you have to look at how alliances today that come, you would never have thought that these countries or these organizations would form, but that's just the way that it is. It's 2025. You're gonna see shit that you never seen before, and you got to be prepared for that. How would you deal with something like that? How would you deal with something like that? You know? And so, with that being said, you know, they could, and so, you know, you could actually have you could actually have a comrade of a jihadist that could be overseas, but he wouldn't act like a Muslim. You see, he wouldn't act like a Muslim. He don't want to be a Muslim. They just in allegiance. They just in allegiance. But they, you know, they very well could be acting for the, you know, the same. Well, you know, I'm not gonna say the same cause, but they see that, you know, the allegiance could help the two to bring about, you know, their own aspirations, they separate aspirations that don't conflict. They don't conflict, you know, but they could come together and, you know, one group got, you know, they got on the ground intel. You know, they can actually operate in the United States and shit, you know, undetected because they look like the average white boy. You see? And some of them very well could be niggas. You got to understand that. We can't leave that out. They won't, you know, and so you would never know. They could talk just like the average nigga on the street or the average, you know, white boy, and, you know, and how they talk and shit and this, that. But their mind is just like a jihadist. You know, they got to, you know, they have the same enemy. You see, they got the same enemy. But they got different objectives, but they got the same enemy. So they form an alliance to see the fall of the enemy that will bring about, you know, the realities of both of their aspirations. And that's what they want. And so is that a possibility? I'm quite sure that it is being considered, because if they saying that this guy Livelsberger, which is he's an American white boy, military, they say he loved Donald Trump, love America, want to shoot guns. That's the average white boy. Yeah, buy a lot of guns, go out to the gun range and shoot. But this motherfucker is Green Beret. He's special operations. He's got above and beyond the training of any average soldier. He's been trained to wire shit, to blow shit up. He's on that level. He's on some he's on some Rambo shit. So now you don't know that, that they could be, coming in here and getting training, continuing to get trained. They could be training each other in different forms of strategies and tactics and shit, this, that, and the third. And ain't no telling if, you know, that guy in Texas is getting the information. This guy in Livelsberger was also an intelligence manager. And so intel mean you spying, motherfucker. You breaking in the shit. You getting the information that could be valuable. How is you an intelligence master? What is you doing? Is you hacking? What is you doing? You hacking? Is you getting locations and all of that. And that's why that TikTok shit came up too, because they you got a server, you got this, full of information of whereabouts, individuals and shit. They could tap into that motherfucker. If you got your name on, they could tap in, they can find you. You could be, listen to me what I'm telling you, because this YouTube shit could be dangerous. Because if you on here and you say something against one of these countries, you say something against one of these organizations, if they hack into any one of YouTube, they hack into Google, they hack into TikTok, or they already got your information because the Chinese own it. You see, yeah, they got all of that. They got all of that. Then they can send somebody directly to you. You see, they can send somebody directly to you and do what's next. So you can have a lot of, you can have a whole lot of, terrorist attacks. On it could be written off as, you know, it could just be written off as little neighborhood murder or something like that. How they do. You just a small time motherfucker to them. They ain't gonna do nothing and make no big. So if you end up dead out there, and you up here videoing and shit and this, that, and the third, they might just write that shit off as a random murder. You feel me? A matter or attack or random attack or this, that, and the third. But that's the reality of that. That's the reality of that. So you had to decide on, who you sign up with. And so when they start talking when they start talking all that TikTok shit, I already knew. It's a reason why they don't want that shit over here. They don't give a fuck. I see it as it's something tangible about why they feel the way they feel, because they don't give a fuck about no social media. They don't. They're gonna get paper off that anyway. If it, but they feel that they got all, they got a database, with 100 million Americans information in it, and they got your IP and all that shit where they could, trace you, motherfucker. They can have attacks on individuals that could be written off as just an everyday attack, or everyday, they murder, or just another murder. Motherfucker ain't gonna go no further than that, and you may never get solved. And so, yeah, that's the reality of that. But this is crazy to have, because quiet is kept. It was one of them wars where I don't know if it was when they was in Iraq, where the guy he went AWOL. He was from the United States military. And the motherfucker went AWOL over there and became a jihadist. Right? He went AWOL from the United States Army, and the motherfucker went over there. He just left it. He went AWOL, and he I guess it was in his heart to cross over anyway. So the motherfucker crossed over on the battlefield. You remember that? Yeah, that motherfucker it was in Afghanistan. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, you put his name in there. Damn. What is it? Berdal? Okay. Yeah. So that just show you right there that they be in the military. They blocking. Well, shit, you know they're gonna do that, especially if you talk. You got to find a way to say what you're gonna say. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say, I had to say, sir. I come up with shit. It's a way you got to learn how to say it a different way, and it still hit just as hard. It still hit just as hard. It don't change the frequency of it. The frequency gonna stay the same. You just got to find a way to say what you need to say. Cause goddamn it, if I was old school, Sadie, this shit would have been down. Hey, if I was old school, Sadie, this shit would have been down. It wouldn't even be up right now. Yeah, it'd have been down because yeah, I can come. It ain't a problem. I bring it just like I need to. But yeah, so it is very, and you can see how they collaborating with the Brahmins in India. And they are. And they are. And I told y'all that. But people see they don't listen, they don't listen. But me studying politics, not just history, geography, geopolitics. That's another one of my masteries. Well, I did because I've been studying the history, not just the geography, military, wars, and so on and so forth. And the history, And so that's why I did do the piece on the Brahmins, and it's a playlist. And if I haven't made it into a playlist, I will, where I talked about the Brahmins all during this Kamala Harris. And I said, even if she don't get in, it don't make a difference because it's already 50 different Brahmins running. And so now they in Trump's administration, and they got major power. About to take over the FBI. This motherfucker Ramaswamy is Brahmi. As a matter of fact, he come out of the same area in India as Kamala Harris and was cutting into her ass because she wasn't identifying that she was a Brahmin. Yeah, or that same area where he was cutting into her ass. Because when she was trying to fake like she was black, he took offense to that. He's like, bitch, what is you doing? You gonna goddamn trade on your own people? And he cut straight into her. You see? And so you got him in there. You got you got fucking this guy Patel who's gonna take over the FBI. That's major. That's major. Yeah. That's major. The fuck is you talking about? The motherfucker running the FBI? Motherfucker is with the Ramaswamy is with Elon Musk, and they gonna line and they bringing in the top 1% and all this shit. They lining the United States up right now. They in control of this motherfucker. They've been offered a seat at the table. You see, they've been offered a seat at the table. He ain't even got no black person up there, and niggas sitting up here, and I'm telling you, I'm like, this is what they doing. And ain't nobody said shit, but now I see people talking about the Brahmin out there now. Now I see people, ain't nobody told you about that, but I did. So because I wanted you to know who was gonna try to line you up. You see? Yeah. Yeah. They gonna line your ass up. So you gotta be aware of what's going on out there. So now you got to look at these you gotta even look at these so-called white nationalists. You know, it might be willing to assist some goddamn jihadists. Yeah, if they feel that the government is against them, they will align. They very well might align with the jihadists to the extent to bring down the government. Yes, you know, and they get what they don't want. You know, they want some totally different area overseas. That's they. But you know, if you help me, I help you. That's what they say. You know, and they'll trade information and help each other and assist each other where they need to do that. I don't think they will succeed. I don't think they will succeed at all. You see, I don't think they will succeed at all. I just don't. I think that you know they will try to do something because neither one of them could, you know, on their own. They ain't gonna be able to, you know, and so that this is a very well may be a feeble attempt. And if they get a whiff of it, they're gonna crack down on their ass so hard. You know, they're gonna, you know, they're gonna crack down on them hard as hell. You know, so I don't see it. If it is, I don't see it lasting for for too long. You know, if they get a whiff of it, you know, if you gonna do some shit like that, you can't be you know, you can't be exposed before the goddamn, you know, you pull off this one in a lifetime, you know, a downfall. If you don't do it in the on behind the veil, once that veil is pulled back and they see exactly the groups in your ass, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So this is just you know, to see if there's a possibility that, you know, that these groups will assist one another. And it's not the first time. You know, it's not the first time, and I don't want people to think this is some far-fetched. No, don't believe that. This is not the first yeah. Yeah, under Trump, run by a Brahmin. That's right. That's right. You understand what I'm saying? One of the most hideous caste systems on the planet. So you already know what they think about us. So you already know what is gonna be trouble. So you know you got to make preparations. You got to make preparation. All right, family. I want y'all to come back for the last presentation, family. I want you to come back. We're gonna be talking about, you know, we're gonna get back on my, old math Hoffa. You see what I'm saying? I got, you know, some more information I want to drop on him. You know, I know we've been talking politics all day. I want to have a laugh because somebody, you know, put a goddamn couple dead chickens on this nigga. They didn't put a couple dead chickens on this motherfucker barbershop steps and shit. You know, then so they didn't already been on top of this nigga head long before. Yeah, I understand. You know, I know you're supposed to say R, but I don't have to say that. You know, I don't have to do it that way. I can do it the way I want to do it. You see, I don't have to spell shit how you want me to spell it. You see, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to be you. I'm not trying to be you. You know, we make shit sound like we need to make it to sound. You know, in the fact that you thought you could come in here and ain't heard shit but that. You want to come here talking about a goddamn R over is. I knew that. I know that. I know that when you know, but I didn't want to say R. You know, I didn't want to say R. I know, goddamn it, when you got a plural, you supposed to use R. You use is when it's singular. But I thought about that. It didn't sound right. I wanted to say is MAGA hate groups. I didn't want to say R. So fuck R. I said is. Okay, I'm a rebel. I don't want to, y'all motherfuckers dot every I, cross every T. God damn, you know what I'm saying? Go on and dress up and like Mr. Rogers and take your ass on out there, nigga, and do your best impersonation of the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal. I'm not trying to do that. And I just wanted you to know I know the rules of the grammar. And I said, fuck the rules. It wasn't that I didn't know. I didn't need you to come in here to tell me shit. I know the rules of the grammar. You see, get your ass out of here and go find you another video to troll on. All right, this is General Cyrus Sunseti. If you're on here right now, I want you to hit that subscribe button. I don't want you to get away from here without hitting it. I want you to give the video a thumbs up. I want you to like it because you love it. I want you to do it right now. That's right, family. Rebel. No motherfucker, yeah. Rebel, nigga, do not conform. Will not conform. I cannot do it. All right, family. Okay, hit the like button, share this with your family and friends, subscribe. We got some links in the chat. Support the general. I'll be right back for the last one tonight. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about Mav Hoffa. Somebody tried to put a root on this nigga. Yeah. Here we go, family. I see you in about 1 minute. All right, family. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.